What's up, guys? Thought I would do a little video just showing you how I've actually been kitted up for these hunts. So we just got back from the morning hunt, a couple days now. What that looks like is trying to be on the trail long before sunrise, long before shooting light. Probably like usually hitting the trail around 4:35. Hike for hour, 2 hours in the dark to get back in far enough to where shooting light hits. You're actually where you're away from the hunting pressure, and you can actually do good hunting. So doing that, it's a lot of miles. So we're hiking out of camp. Camp this year is at 9,400 feet. And where we're hunting is, so before we get to where we're hunting, we're going over a few little saddles, avoiding the peaks, but a few saddles that get us up to 10.8, 10.9, so almost 11,000 feet. Decent amount of ups and downs on the way. So I know yesterday we did more than 1,000-foot vertical gain in 5 miles, about a little more than 5 miles in, and then getting back out. Same for today. It was a different route, but took us up to 10.5, starting at that 9,000-foot range, and that was 4.5 miles in, 4.5 miles back out. So it's a little bit brutal, especially when you don't see anything, but that's what it takes to actually get in beyond the hunting pressure. When we're starting out, that temperature, temperature these last 2 days has been right around 10 degrees, which is normal. Well, it's a little warmer than previous years for the start. I'm wearing, this is the King's Camo, the Storm Fleece. I really like this stuff. For the price, I think it's way better than some of the other stuff that's like 2 or 3 times the price. And it does really well. It's waterproof, but it's also really, really quiet. So I have under this, I have a Storm Fleece jacket on. It's the full set, and I've got these in, I think, every camo pattern they offer. But that's how I roll, and that keeps me pretty warm. Under the jacket, I've got an orange base layer, or I should say an orange fleece-ish mid layer, and then an orange polypro base layer. The reason why I have the orange base layers is because it may start at 10 degrees, but by the time you're hiking down around noon or 4 or whenever you get done, it can climb up to like 30, 40. And when you're actually moving with a pack on and pack and gun and all the weight, some years I wish that I just had my shirt off. But where we're hunting, we gotta have on a certain amount of orange. I don't really see it as an issue. In fact, I think camouflage does shit, guys, for what we're hunting. Maybe that hides you from people. I don't really need to hide from people up here. I don't think elk care about it at all. I don't think they have any harder time seeing you if you're in full camo than if you're wearing this. So yeah, that's kind of the outers, the mids, and the base layer. I don't wear any long underwear for these days. On days where we start out, so like year before last, it was colder. We were starting out, it was -10, -15. Then I have on like a smart wool long underwear under these, but this is just regular underwear, like some boxer brief, whatever, and that's it. Yeah, because you start making heat, especially in your legs. As soon as you get on the trail, you get 15 minutes in, and it's not unusual to be sweating when it is still like well, 20 degrees, 30 degrees below freezing. So yeah, anytime that I break a sweat on the trail, I stop like immediately and I take something off. I don't always wear this. I got a beanie to start with in the morning, but honestly the baseball cap is, or the I don't have it this year. It was claimed by the by the storage, but just like an orange do-rag. Great, nice little lightweight polypro cap, super easy, just meets the requirement to have orange on your head. Cool. This is fine though, whatever, it's a baseball cap. Shoes. So for the last 5 years I've been rocking the Irish Setter Elk Hunters 10-inch boot in the 200 gram Thinsulate. I will always prefer something like 200 gram or heavier Thinsulate boots because my feet get cold, and it's real hard to get them warm once they're cold. No matter, you could be sweating, well, I could be sweating and my feet would still be freezing sometimes. So insulated boots. This year I have on Zero Shoes insulated boots, XERO. They're ultralight boot. I'm liking them so far. This is the first year, so I can't say for sure that I can, say that they'll work for you, but I really like these so far. The miles have felt a lot easier with them, a whole lot less weight to be lifting up and putting down. And we've been post-holing through 12 to 18 inches of snow this whole way. It's too much elevation to do snowshoes and skis, like way too much climbing to be dealing with that and taking those off and on. So you're just trudging through it. And these have held up really well. My one critique of them is I wish they came in like an 8-inch variant instead of like the 6-inch mid boot that it is. But I haven't gotten snow down my boot yet, and as long as I keep the little King's Camo pants tightened up around them, it seems to be working pretty all right. One thing I really like about these is the ultra wide toe box and kind of the looser fit, really all over the boot. They're so lightweight that you don't really get any heel like scuffing or hot spots. But that extra room, that extra little bit of slop allows my feet to like expand with every step, and it seems like it's actually pumping blood into my toes to keep them from getting cold. They are lightweight enough though that the soles are thin enough. If I stand around on snow or ice, I can still feel the cold soaking through them, but I'm not a sit and wait kind of hunter. We're moving the whole time, so it's fine for what I'm doing. I think these have been really great for the miles. Everyone always asks about the gun setup, and I've told you guys before, I don't use a sling because the sling is always fighting the pack. It never wants to stay. If I choose one side, then that shoulder gets real beat up, and I don't like it. It's having weight far on one side is not ideal. I like to carry the gun in front, just with the grip hooked into the hip belt on the pack, and I've got a little condom retainer attached to the pack here, and that, I mean, it hasn't fallen off ever in years and years of doing it this way. So yeah, this is how I carry this gun, and I'm hiking with the poles, and yeah, it works great. I don't have my gloves on right now, but nothing fancy, guys. I think their Outdoor Research has like mittens, Gore-Tex outer mitten that you can take off. I almost never wear those, but they're fleece inner mittens that fold back the fingertips and the thumb. That works, especially when you're trying to get in and out of pockets and whatever on the trail. So yeah, I like those. The way the gun's set up, pretty easy to get to. You just, flip this off the muzzle, gun comes out, and you can do your stuff. Yeah, nothing too fancy there. I will say that the orange poncho that I have, this is new this year. I got rid of the pack cover, and I thought, all right, I'm tired of wearing an orange vest and an orange pack cover and fighting them both when I want to take layers off. So I just went to the fabric store, bought blaze orange fleece, the lightest weight fleece I could find. I went with fleece because it's super quiet, and it does not hold water, so it can, you know, there's snow dropping off these trees on us all the time. Yeah, this just sheds it, covers the pack nicely. If I'm worried about it getting hung up, I can always tuck it into the pack like so. And then added benefit of this poncho style is I don't run an optic cover. They're a pain in the ass. They're always on when I don't want them to be on. They're always falling off when I want them to be on. So this is a simple enough solution. It just keeps all the gunk and pine needles and shit from icing up the lens and messing things up. Yeah, if I'm hiking and I need to ditch the poles and get to the gun, real easy. Yeah, goes back on, and then yep, super duper convenient to just hike and hunt like this. If you guys are wondering, the tube does not get in the way. I have to be really high stepping, like on all fours, climbing up a hill for the tube to get in the way, and it's easy enough to just shift over. So yeah, we have definitely been on all fours in the snow, you know, cresting the saddle on some of these steep hikes, and this still hasn't gone anywhere I don't want it to. So there it is, guys. It's the pack I showed in the other video with all the stuff that I showed in it. It's basically empty if I have all this stuff on, and it has plenty of room if I start shedding layers. So if I get hot, here's the routine. Just you know, I'll say shedding these layers. It happens frequently. I'm trying not to put my stuff in the snow, so I've gotten used to just crawling out of this with as much pack on as possible. I don't even bother closing the pack because I know I'm going to be getting in there something, whatever, a snack, someone wants an Advil or whatever. So just tuck the pack in, and I don't need to worry about stuff getting in the pack or in the mesh liner because I've got this poncho that goes right back over it. So yeah, shed a layer, and then I can put this back on pretty quickly. Oh, must have it backwards here. Cinch down the belt, and then throw the poncho back over. And it doesn't take much work, guys. So, you know, throw this part of the way over. Yeah, really not a big deal while you're taking whatever that took, 1 minute to shed a layer. So yeah, there it is, guys. One thing I am also, I guess another thing I'm liking about the fleece poncho here, I will often shed more layers than I want to at the moment, but I know sun's creeping up. It's going to be 10 degrees warmer in 15 minutes, and so yeah, I'm freezing for the time being, but getting it done, minimizing the amount of stops that I make, and or like maybe I get to an opening where that wind is whipping through the small meadows that are actually here. or we're just in a back bowl. You drop down into some of these bowls and it's like a 20-degree temperature difference. But if I don't want to put another layer back on, I can keep the poncho against my body, and at least I can keep my hands in here. And it's worked well, so I don't have to mess with layers as much. So yeah, there it is, guys. Pretty simple stuff, but you guys asked, so that's what I'm rolling with. All right, guys, as always, thanks for watching. Keep trading, stay safe.